Granted, I don't know what Saturn asks. It's
I ain't playing no video games again.
Hi, Vicky. Ooga booga rat raid time. Happens right as I encounter an enemy. Anyway, hello everybody. Thank you for the raid, Vicky. I think I already said that, but I'm tired. Greatly tired. How have things been going? Could have been going better. Part of the reason why this is a grumpy stream is because I'm upset about the current state of YouTube, or at least what's about to happen. And also because I couldn't get the HDMI converter to work with the Elgato because it doesn't recognize anything lower than 1080p, and apparently the HDMI converter converts it to 480? Real, I hate the weird AI thing. Okay, goody, that saves me some time. It's just like, I swear to God, if this goes through, then I'm going... I already have an Odyssey account. I'm just posting there and I'm not coming back. They're about to destroy my unofficial uBlock Chrome extension. No, they're making it so that... Hope they don't go through with that and the whole ID shit. Basically, they're doing the same thing that the UK is doing, where they're gonna use AI to verify if you're over 18, and if it accidentally pings you as under 18, you can contest it by giving them your ID. Oh, they may start asking for my government-issued ID. They've been trying to do these laws since, like, the 90s. It gets funnier every time. They definitely won't be misusing that information. Yeah, exactly. And we just had... Like, the T app just had that massive breach where everybody's ID was exposed because they required you to use ID on the so-called anonymous gossip site. It's like, right after this, you want to start doing this shit? And also bold of YouTube to act like they don't already have this information, because the real reason why they're upset over uBlock existence is because they get the real money from selling your data from the trackers in the ads, not the ads itself. But it's totally safe. You should trust the government. In full fairness, the T app didn't actually encrypt anything and they just had that shit out open on the clear web. That's true, but right after a big old breach, and again, it apparently required ID, it's just like, we're really gonna be like, oh yeah, you need to give us your ID, we definitely won't have something like that happen. It's stupid. Honestly, I'd be fine with ads if it wasn't dangerous, clickbaity shit and doesn't run too often. Literally, the reason why I had to get ad block on everything is because it just got... And this was long before YouTube started getting really bad with it. Because I used to watch Nostalgia Critic on thatguywithglasses.com, and there would be like 4 ads on the page that were Flash. And it just made the thing run like ass. And then YouTube started getting bad. If ads were half as entertaining as they were in the 90s, I wouldn't be this mad. The internet is getting more unsafe the more they try to make it a safer place. Weird how that works, right? Yeah, like seriously. I report every anime ass/boob advertisement I get and they never remove them. I literally keep marking things as don't show me this ad again. I get them again. Click here for free iPod. Congratulations, you won. Same in the weird, your phone has a virus ad that my old folks would ask me about. God, I once, on a new phone, forgot to put an ad blocker in Firefox Mobile, and I was browsing TV tropes, and the fucking page, I didn't touch anything. I was literally just scrolling. I didn't even touch the ad area. The fucking page redirected me to a fake App Store page that kept trying to install it, so I had to, like, literally uninstall the app and put Firefox back on again. And I haven't trusted since. And yes, Firefox Mobile allows you to put uBlock on there. You can also watch YouTube that way. Fuck it, I'm going scorched earth. Honestly, I started using ad blockers because I kept getting JScript viruses from them. I don't get the virus ads that used to on YouTube, but I see it elsewhere when blockers are disabled. I missed his dialogue, whoops. If YouTube vets the ads they let in and tries to space ads properly, they wouldn't be going broke. They're actually not even going broke. Again, they get the money from the trackers on these things, and apparently, even if you have, like... This is based on something that I saw on Tumblr that unfortunately I don't have access to right now, because I completely forgot to reblog it, but someone said that they were using YouTube. They had YouTube Premium active, and eventually, even though they were paying for Premium, YouTube stopped showing stuff. Like, it literally only showed the containers for the stuff on the site. Because apparently she still had ad block on. So eventually YouTube just kind of stopped loading things until she cleared out her cookies because it wanted, even with premium, it apparently still grabs the tracking data, which is ridiculous. Definitely not an advertiser for non-Chromium browsers, but definitely definitely get a non-Chromium based browser. I would advise using LibreWolf. They also added ads on premium. What is the point of premium then if this is cable all over again? The entire point of cable was that you pay for cable and you don't get ads, unlike regular TV, which has ads. That's what cable was about long before we came along. If I'm paying for premium, I should not be getting ads. Anyway, this post was made before they added ads to premium, but it's still just like, oh cool, so the trackers are still technically there even without the ads? Tracking data that's associated with the content they're watching probably knows how to listen to video captions and look up products that would fit for them. Yeah, that shit's creepy. Like how you can like, if you don't have these things on, if you have like a Facebook account, I don't. I like thoroughly got rid of mine years ago. But like you could be talking about something on Twitter and the Facebook ads would pop up as whatever you were talking about on Twitter. And it's just like, I don't like this. You pay for premium to not get hit with an ad blocker notification, but if you update your blockers regularly, you don't get them for more than 3 seconds anyways. Yeah, they pretty much automatically update itself. And sometimes an ad will slip through, but I'll just simply hit the back button and refresh the page a few times just to get the ad blocker to catch up and then just go back. Do you use Windows 11? Unfortunately, yes. I'm sorry, but I don't have the key. Why do none of you have the key? I got those, but I talk about it IRL and I'd see the ad of it on Facebook. Ugh. uBlock has to be installed and updated manually now, but that's fine. Congratulations, if you use Windows 11, you use Facebook. Oh, fucking Christ. I know I had to uninstall a lot of bloat. No! They do this shit on purpose. Both this and Windows 11. The fucking computer I bought, on the Amazon page, it said Windows 10. Bro, that encounter was evil. Yeah, seriously. But the Amazon page said Windows 10. I explicitly selected Windows 10, and then I get it, and it's like, it's Windows 11. It's like, you're lucky I need a new desktop. Start bar is Facebook's advertising engine built into it. It's literally Facebook OS. That's what's going on with the start bar. Because Lord knows that the friggin' search function on there is useless. I had to go to Void Tools and install everything on my computer to actually have a usable program searcher on here. I'm just telling you guys everything tonight. It's like, here's how you circumvent everything. I've still got Windows 10, but not for long before I'm forced to risk my security or risk my privacy. Both have basically the same drawbacks, but I guess large companies can have my data instead of internet randoms because the breach list will be larger. Void Tools, everything is great. It really is. It's such a lifesaver. It searches so fast. It's even on old Windows OSs back before they started inshitifying everything. The search function took so long. Even if you were searching in just one folder. Here it's just like, you want it? There you go, babe. I've been meaning to look into Linux. I still have a laptop that runs Windows 7. I like your straw man with a big nail in him. Mojo's great. Now what? You can't get through here. Monsters are all over the deck. I miss Windows XP, Serge. I miss Windows XP in general, dude. You don't know what you got till it's gone. Old, unbloated operating systems were great. There's some weirdo porting Windows XP with modern security called the Shorthorn Project. Oh my god. Might be worth keeping up with. Zach, go send me this man's updates. Return! We must return. XP was the best OS and no one could argue with me otherwise. XP was so good. I was so sad when they discontinued it. And when my XP computer like burnt out anyway because something in the internals burnt out. Can I get through? Thank you. Oy vey. Was using XP up until 2017. I'd still probably be using it now just with like 5 million antiviruses on it. Were enough for, again, my old XP rig burning out. I hate this place. I was more familiar with Vista, but I think that's just because all my school computers were running it up to my junior, senior years. Windows 7 is at least passable. I've only heard bad things about Vista, but Vista's probably like... It probably got better. Vista got better by becoming Windows 7. I didn't like Vista at all. I would rather stick with XP. That seems to be the general consensus. Vista had a really rough bug where it would gradually use more RAM the longer you had it installed. Oh my god. What was that, somebody's first operating system? Used key. No. I was in the school's IT program, so I got free Windows 8 keys and stuff, which was awesome. Wasted them on ramshackled PC parts from the department storage so we could run a Minecraft server through the school's network, but that's beside the point. Alright, you guys haven't seen this, I don't think. Oh dear. I remember someone installed Quake on the computers at school and you just saw bro schmoovin' death on the guy. And every so often you could just see like a bunch of... Actually, it was all guys, what am I saying? Just playing Quake on the computers after school. Needless to say, the IT department was at war with the IT classes. What did they expect to happen when they gave kids the power to mess around with operating systems? Our department, funnily enough, had the actual school servers in the same room, so we were wiring LAN networks through the server undetected. Ew! Here's what it is, there's no way that the game doesn't know that this is annoying as shit. Literally stop hitting people in the crotch with that thing. Put that thing away! There's like children here! Wag that thing! Like, the fact that it has to happen at exactly crotch level. It's like, please... cease! Got him. God, I'm just noticing the time over here. Single-digit bedtime tonight, queen. Motherfucker. I forgot he was behind me, that's what she said. Graviton. I heard about the new Twitch stuff. What about Twitch? It's not them too now, is it? What are they gonna do? I'm scared of this modern internet hellscape. Is this your way of subtly breaking it to me that I'm gonna have to get a Kick account soon? But seriously, what are they doing? Just rip off the band-aid, tell me what they're doing. Apparently non-affiliates can earn ad revenue, but they'll only take it out when they become affiliate. And any inactive affiliate accounts will lose their stuck income after 2 years. That isn't as horrible as I thought it was, although that whole thing where it's like you can make ad revenue when you're not an affiliate, but you can only get it when you're an affiliate, it's just kind of like, what are we doing here? I guess it makes sense to take away the ad revenue from inactive accounts, because it's like, well, I mean, what are you even doing then? Oh, and they can take out your ability to monetize yourself on Twitch for any reason. They don't need to specify why. There's the rub. There we go. That's more like it. I knew there had to be a but. It's a big but. Total Biscuit laughing. Imagine if TV was still around for the current game and UK censorship. Oh, lordy. Everything about the modern internet is so tiresome sometimes. I swear the next time I crack open Hypnospace Outlaw, I'm just gonna start crying. Take me back to the 2000s. You don't know what you got till it's gone. Like, great, now I'm thinking of that, like, stick figure comic of the guy at the computer. He's, like, sitting at a modern setup, and then he thinks about himself sitting at his old computer from, like, the early 2000s, and he just starts crying. It's just like, me too, man. The technology got better, but everything else got worse. I remember that comic. Surge! Keep your head high. They're coming! Ew. I used to think browsing the internet on my PSP was super cool and hoped it'll be better after it. It did, but the internet got worse. That's right, I think I used the browser a few times on there too. I have specific memories of using a couple sites with like a cursor on it, and it had to be that one. What would you do if you have time travel? Meet someone who passed away, see what tech will be in the future? Nope, I want my childhood back when I was happy and didn't know. God, tell me about it, man. I was born and I attained sentience like long before 9/11 happened. Like I was 11 when 9/11 happened. I remember what it was like before that. I remember trying to access Gaia Online on the PSP. Cursed. Yep. Same. It's fascinating how time moves in that regard. I remember that my first cell phone was the LG Chocolate because it had a music player on it, and that was like the only reason why I would be interested in anything that was more than a phone. And it's just like, oh, I miss that fucking phone so much, man. It was so cute. It slid upwards, and it was designed to look like an iPod. It didn't have the exact same controls. Like, everybody tried to do the rotate your thumb around it thing, but it's like, no, it's literally just tap the buttons. But it was so good. This was back when you could, like, listen to music on your phone without the player being awful, or in this case, you having to rely on YouTube Music or Amazon Music or some other shit that would load too slowly. Because seriously, the amount of time that YouTube Music took to recognize stuff that I had installed on the phone was ridiculous. It wasn't even trying to load from the internet. It was literally just loading from my phone. But anyway, VLC is available on your mobile phones, and it doesn't charge you for skipping ahead in songs or anything. It's all free and there's no ads. I'm not sponsored by VLC. I just like it a lot. You can return. Install mobile VLC. Exactly. They're also not evil, which is weird. Yeah, they take the free and open source thing very seriously in their case. I had no idea they were available on mobile. When a friend of mine told me that it was on there, it's like, you mean I don't have to live like this? VLC, despite being French, are not evil. If I was actually French, I'd take offense to that. But I'm not French. I'm Italian. Dragons and Chrono Cross are weird. I don't mind, dragons are dragons. There is one thing I miss about games from this era. Everything is like an original asset. God, tell me about it. Dude, AAA games use asset stores now. Probably. I know that a lot of AAA games will just reuse assets from their previous games. Like, Yakuza was doing that for decades. To be fair, that's kind of the charm of Yakuza. GTA is pretty bad with it. There they are. I hope this works. I just linked directly to the image. I do like the water dragon a lot. I wish this picture didn't have fucking Korcha in it his stupid Speedo. But what can you do? As a dragon enjoyer, I'm cool with her. Horny detected! And I really don't like Korcha at all, but you're picking on him. What was that? You want me to take me to Water Dragon Isle? Well, it's not too far, so I'm willing to take you there for 100 G. Yes, take me! Why is it written like that? I don't know why I got so inexplicably mad at Korcha's existence in that very moment, but it's just like, gah. Old world maps by Beloved. Tell me about it, man. It's like, yeah, now we have the technology to make it so that you can just literally, like, the world map is its own area to explore, but it's just like, that's too much sometimes. Just because you can doesn't necessarily mean you should. It's like, this is why games are 150 gigabytes. We don't need all that. This entire game is probably like 5 gigabytes, maybe, by modern standards. What game is next on the docket after this one is complete? I gotta know what's next. Probably Grandia. Grandia 1. Because that one's like my favorite JRPG of all time. Current games look too flat and untextured, if that makes sense. Yeah, seriously, they spend all this space on textures and then it just looks like cheeks anyway. I love spending 5 hours walking around an empty environment! Borderlands pre-sequel players. There's something really nice about how they've done the water in this game. It's very simple, because every background is just like a JPEG painting. But they just put like this little effect on the water, and it's simple, but it's so good. Spyro made me want to think gems and think of it as crunchy, chewy candy. Well, I mean, they look almost identical to Gushers. Damn, now I want some Gushers. I can't be trusted with a box of those, though. I love Borderlands and also love nothing more than to insult Borderlands for all their issues. I only wish for improvements. Spyro and Gushers. Name a more 90s combination. Did Epic really kill off Unreal Tournament because they have Fortnite now? Did they actually? Put roll-ups on the GBA GameCube peripheral link. Oh, that's also a pretty good one. Yes. The oldest game isn't available anymore in their store. SKG intensifies. It's called Unreal because it is. Well, it looks like old Unreal exists. You can at least do that. None of the Unreal tournaments are available anymore. Ugh, God, I don't even play Unreal Tournament and I'm pissed off. I don't like when shit like this happens. Woman who thought she was tired, now more tired than she ever thought before. I have an Unreal Tournament server squatting on my Minecraft stuff at the moment. I hope Stop Killing Games movement really does something about it. Same here, man. If nothing else, there's no reason to take down games that have a single-player mode. Ubisoft, or Ubisoft, however the fuck it's pronounced. Ubisoft, well, I be hard. No. But jokes aside, it's like, there's no reason for like a single-player game to require an online connection just to play the single-player mode. That pissed me off when I saw that my fiance couldn't open up Resident Evil on the PlayStation 4? 3? One of them. It was literally a port of the first Resident Evil, but because it had some sort of online feature, it couldn't be played offline. It's just like, hello? Like, that shouldn't be happening. Ugh. Games with single player shouldn't require an internet connection in the first place. And you should be able to keep it and play in single player when they take the servers down. This is not a hard puzzle to solve. Even if the game isn't playable on newer gen consoles, the PCs would still be available. Real. I can't do the single player online thing because of my region. Australia's servers always shut down first. Oh, you're in Australia, so you're really into shit. Oh, man. Half of the games don't seem to even get released down there without either an age rating increase, hello, Atelier Totori, or it just doesn't at all because it's like, oh, this is inappropriate content. And it's just like, what the fuck is your problem? Oh boy, I love buying this game that disappears 3 months after I buy it. Like, literally, there was a Love Live mobile game that was announced. The international version was announced the same week that they also announced that they were going to be discontinuing it in a month. It's like, why even port it to, like, why even make it worldwide if you're just gonna take it down in a month? You just killed any interest. Australian and European video game laws. Like, it's all just so frustrating. Like, I just want to buy a product and then keep the product. That's why I'm doing everything in my power to make sure that my PlayStation 2 lasts. I literally replaced the power board, last year. Because apparently the motherboard burnt out. And I was just like, I want this to work. That way I can play Shadow the Hedgehog without any problems. Because my priorities are in perfect working order. Shelf life is made from milk and bread, not digital entertainment. Thank you! Sorry about the audio spike. I had to clap. Like, this is why I still buy physical games when I get a chance to. This is just making people lurk the 7 Cs. Yeah, exactly. This is why I still buy CDs. That way, the service is going down. Well, Good thing I have CDs and a laptop that has a CD player that still works and I can rip it from there. This is why I still buy DVDs and Blu-rays. This is why I still get physical shit. And if you ever make it so that... This is... Ironically, this is why I didn't get the Spyro HD collection, because if I got it on Switch or... Shoot, I think even on PlayStation, I'd have to download the other two games, and it's like, what's the point in a physical release if all the games aren't on there? You could fit them on the disc, and even on the little Switch cartridge. If all of LA Noire can fit on a Switch cartridge, then an HD version of Spyro 1, 2, and 3 can fit on there. It didn't have it on the card itself, what the fuck? The first Spyro was on the Reignited collection on Switch. That much I know for sure. The other two you would have to download, because it couldn't fit on the card, despite the fact that I'm 90% certain it could fit on the card. Again, if LA Noire could fit on the Switch card, then it can. There was little tiny text on the Switch version of it that said, download required for Spyro 2 and 3. This is all just so bothersome. I've been here for 7 minutes. I could go on about this for, like, hours if I was allowed to. Holy save state. I should probably just save again, just to be sure. It's not as if I haven't saved like 5 or 6 times already sitting in the same place. Mojo, save us. There we go. You are your only limitation. You're allowed to. I mean, that's true. But it's honestly, it's been time for me to go to bed. This next part is annoying. I'll get to it tomorrow night. Or tonight. Oh my god. Single digit bedtime tonight, queen. I remember doing the repeated save state on my FF5 card on the GBA so I don't lose my save. It unironically got wiped the day after. Ooh. Ooh, that sucks. I remember one time I accidentally kicked my Super Nintendo while I had Earthbound in there and it wiped my save. Cried so hard that day. Yeah, that sounds awful. Fuck. I still have that cartridge somewhere. I got an Earthbound cartridge back when they cost like... Back when you could get one at a US game store for like $80 instead of like $200. It's around here somewhere. That could be next. Blame collectors and never play the games that treat like an investment. Do not even fucking get me started on those quote-unquote people. If you're gonna buy a game and hold on to it, then at least play it. Ugh. It's also tiresome. You know these people have a wall of Funko Pops too. If I take them out of the box, they'll lose their value. What value? It's plastic tat formed vaguely in the shape of whatever it's supposed to look like. I have to stop. Mojo is 20 pounds. He's 6'3". I keep forgetting that he's 6'3". The Asian market isn't fucked up yet, but a few of them are adapting the Western practices of overpricing. Yeah, don't get me started. I mean, Lord knows, fucking... Like, I've gone on a mini rant about this before, but Nintendo... Like, people will claim, and Nintendo will probably let them think that, oh, the reason why the prices went up is because of the tariffs, and it's like, no. The prices of the physical games and even the console did not go up because of tariffs. Maybe that affects it a little bit, but that doesn't explain why the digital prices went up. Because there's no reason for the digital price to be going up if it's a tariff, because it's like, that doesn't affect it because that's not a physical good. A WonderSwan is like $50 here, then I saw the prices on American eBay and it's $400. Oh my god. All that for something that's like less complex than a Game Boy, if I remember correctly. At the very least, I don't remember the WonderSwan having anything overly complicated on it. I remember seeing Crazy Climber. Oh, that's a video game that's selling for $44. Bandai WonderSwan Color Crystal Blue. Pre-owned, $87. Located in Japan. Alright, that's not too bad. The Rage Before the Sleep. And it's some anime games like Magic Knight Ray Earth, and they collabed with the console for the color and design. Ooh, that's always good when they, like, actually bother to properly plan things out instead of just being like, yeah, we'll leave it to you. It'll be fine, right? It was not fine. Ah, man. Yeah, it's 2:45. I should probably go to bed. Oh god, my neck. I looked too fast. I think I slept wrong. Alright, it's time to go to bed. The next part is annoying, so I don't want to do it tonight, and I've already been here for like 5 hours, and this thing is gonna take like 2 hours to export, because I actually do put this into a video editor, adjust the volume, adjust the S-ing, because the S-ing on my voice is real bad, I've noticed on this thing. I do put in some effort before I put this onto YouTube. I cut out any breaks that were left. This is getting left in. It's fine.
The fact of the matter is, I don't care. The internet sucks now. I miss MySpace.